Hi, this is Rob Hanley with the Durham Duplicate Bridge Club on Tuesday, December the 12th for the 499er game. We have two hands for you today. The first one is number 5. As you can see, I have a balanced hand with 5 diamonds and 14 high card points. For a hand like this, I count 1 extra point for the 5th diamond, and that brings it up to 15 points, and I'm going to open 1 no trump. Partner's been 4 hearts. That is a Texas transfer. That promises 6 spades or more and a desire to play in 4 spades, or my partner's going to follow up and ask for key cards for spades. Looks like we have arrived. All right. So if we look at the dummy, which is at the top of the screen, as the master hand because it has the long trump, it looks like we have 3 losing clubs and 2 losing diamonds, and of course we're missing the queen and jack of spades. So we are in a 9-card spade fit, and the trump can split 2-2 or 3-1 at this point. I'm assuming not 4-0. The easiest way for me to play this hand is to try and get rid of some of the clubs from the west hand. And I'm going to do that by trying to ruff one of them, and I can discard one on the ace of hearts. And I just have too many diamonds to want to use that suit instead, and not enough entries to my hand once the trump is drawn. So, small spade coming around with the king. And I can't draw another round of trump here in case they don't split, because I still have to lose a club. And if they do split 3-1 and I lose a club, they'll draw my last trump, and then I won't be able to ruff another club. So I'm actually going to play small to the ace, and I'm going to give up a club. They figured out my plan, so they're continuing spades for me. Not really a problem in that, well, as in this case, it's drawn the trump for me and also confirmed that the trump split 2-2. So at this point, the contract is secure. I have the ace of hearts to discard a club with, and I have another spade in my hand to ruff the last losing club. Now, it is very unusual to lead trump with the jack or away from the jack, doubletons, or 3 times. Same goes for the queen, because it tends to give up the trump suit and tempo on the defense to declarer. So the only reason I would do it is if I had cards in all the other suits and I didn't want to give anything away. So while I suspect that South Robot, who's already shown up with the king of clubs, has something in diamonds, probably the king, and something in hearts, it doesn't really change anything at this point. I still have to play the diamonds, and I'm going to play small towards the ace 10. Okay, so they've popped jack, so that kind of solves my problem, because now I just have 1 diamond loser. There you go. The rest are mine. I'm going to win this, and the rest of the tricks are good. All right, so I'll just claim the rest of the tricks here. So as you heard from my analysis, the robot on my left did have the king of diamonds, and they didn't want to lead away from anything that might give up a trick. As it turns out, they had the jack and the king of diamonds, and we kind of got lucky with that. So we made an over trick. I'm not going to complain, that's for sure. All right, let's pause while we change directions for the next hand. All right, we're back, this time with hand number 17. As you can see, I have 15 balanced and another 1 no trump opening. And there goes partner again, making a Texas transfer to spades. And I'm just going to take the transfer. The beauty of Texas transfers is that it sets trump. So my partner is now able to bid for no trump, and it's 1430 for spades, and they know they have some sort of fit because they have to have 6 to make that bid. Now I have 1 key card in support of spades, so 5 club it is. And that seems to be enough. All right, so a quick look at this. From the right to the left, it looks like we have no diamond losers. We had a club loser in the south end, but that will go away on the king of diamonds. And I had a heart loser until I got that lead. That's going to mean no heart losers, which means it's all down to the spades. Pops the queen. So that's good news. Now, at this point, I have to decide how to play the spades. We have a 10 card fit, and you've all heard the rule of 8 ever, 9 never, but it actually continues. It's 8 ever, 9 never, 10 ever, 11 never. So with 10, you should take the finesse. However, there is another consideration to be had here. Suppose that the robot on my left led a singleton heart. If he did that and I finesse in spades and it loses to the robot on my right sitting west and he returns a heart, it could get roughed. And then I would actually go down in an otherwise cold contract. So at this point, you, as a declarer, you have to factor in a couple of things. Are we playing match points or are we playing imps? At teams, the over trick just isn't that important. It's the slam that's important and the slam bonus. So you would always take the safety play by playing small to the ace of spades and exiting a spade. So there's no chance for anybody to rough anything, thereby guaranteeing that you're making 6 spades on this lead. At match points, it's a little more complicated, and you have to ask yourself how many people in the room are going to be in 6 spades. If you feel everybody playing the game is going to be in 6 spades, then you might want to take the risk for the over trick and play for the finesse. If you think nobody's going to be in the slam, take the safety play every time. So in this case, I'm going to assume that everybody is in the slam, and I'm going to play the queen of spades, and I'm going to finesse. The math is to do that, and match points I like to be greedy. There you go. Now all the trump are out, and the rest of the tricks are going to be mine. Dropping that, and the 2 hearts in the dummy are winners. See there was a singleton heart. It just happened to be with the west robot on my right. And as you can see, the rest are all winners. So I'm just going to claim the rest real quick here. So interesting hand. Interesting that we got 2 Texas transfers in the same set of boards, one with no slam and one with a slam. And interesting decisions on whether or not to play for the over trick. All right, that's it for this week. We'll see you next time. Thanks. Better?